are days that are tough. And I mean, you have to have that inner fire for this job because children are depending on you. And I think, you know, when I was watching these same teachers complaining about their students, all that I could think is, you know, if their student watches this or their parent watches this or an ad, they're going to know. They're going to know they're talking about that student. If other students in the class stumble upon like their video, they're going to know which student. Like, kids are not dumb. Parents are not dumb. People are not dumb. I mean, they know when you're talking about them. And I think that this venting on social media has got to stop. It has to. I think you might be going, well, you're venting. I'm not venting. I'm just stating a fact. Welcome to Classroomology 101. I'm your resident veteran teacher, Kate, and happy Bun Day. Although I think Bun Day was yesterday, so there's that. Okay, so if anything seems off or weird in this video, I am filming this on my laptop because that's where I am in life, so that's where we're at. Okay, so like when I started this alphabetical advice journey, I thought this was going to be the biggest thing on YouTube, and that didn't happen. And I would be lying if I didn't say I was disappointed. Like, I am disappointed, but I've also realized that regardless of if anyone ever sees these videos or not, it was a really great exercise for me to sit down and think about what's important in teaching. And so as I was doing that, I kind of was thinking about what I was seeing on YouTube and in social media. And to be honest, I saw a trend that I really didn't like at all, actually, and it was very disappointing and disheartening to see, because as soon as one person did it, like, lots of teachers started to do it. And I really personally, that frustrated me to see. And so you might be thinking, okay, what is it? Get to the chase here. And you know, I think for the letter Y, I wanted to talk about the word yes. All right, so how to go about this. The idea is that, yes, you can do this. I know a lot of you are sitting out there and you're not working in ideal situations, or you're having difficult days, or teaching is a lot more than you envisioned it to be. I mean, I think people who aren't in teaching really think that this is like a cakewalk of a job. Like, not everybody, of course, but a lot of people really don't understand. And until you become a teacher and until you're in the classroom, you have really no clue what it's going to be like. I mean, I even remember my first year teaching back in the States. I had 38 students, and my mom and some other people were like, 38? Oh my God. And I was like, yeah, it won't be that bad, right? Like 38 won't be so bad. Guess what? It was tough. It was bad. It was really bad on many occasions. And, you know, that was tough for me. And I learned a lot that year. I learned so much that year. Really, truly, I did. And I am watching these other YouTubers, and no matter how small your channel is or how big your channel is, I mean, you could be small like me, or you could be big like some of these other YouTubers and social media people, but the reality is, no matter what you do, you have to keep in mind that at any point, you really don't know who's watching. At any point, a parent, a student, an admin, a coworker could stumble onto your videos. And if you are presenting something that is negative, that really reflects on you, actually, as a person. And it also reflects on just how you can handle the situation and how you can handle the job. And the thing is I'm a veteran teacher. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that every day is easy and it's like, no, every day is hard. And it's hard on a good day, right? But after 14 years of teaching, like like, what do they always say, right? Teachers, we've got a bunch of tricks up our sleeves, and the longer you've been teaching, the more tricks you have. And that really just comes down to the fact that you've just been exposed to a lot more situations, and so you kind of know how to handle things in a way that is positive and constructive, right? And I think a lot of new teachers are putting themselves out there on social media, and I watched, and I saw people sit there and say stuff like, these two children are ruining my year. This child is ruining my year. These children did this. You know what? They're children, right? They're not going to be perfect at all moments. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to challenge you. But those students that challenge you and make you think and reflect on how you're going to approach each and every day, they're actually making you a stronger teacher. And while it may not be the best feeling in the world, if every single day you come in and you have a child that is, you know, testing your limits and testing you, but you know what? Every single day you make progress. And the thing is, I hear people, right? Like, I hear teachers sit there and say, these children are ruining my day. No, nobody's ruining your day except for you. And the thing is I have bad days, right? I have bad days, and I have bad moments, and I have things that I've done that I wish I can take back, right? But I always say, today was rough, tomorrow will be better. And guess what? It always is. And it may not be like massively better, right? But it's progressively better. And it might not be exponentially better, but every day it gets better, right? And if you're sitting there and you're shaking your head like, oh no, that's not true, my days are always bad, then you need to really reflect upon yourself and ask yourself, what are you doing that needs a change? And if you have children that just are not kind of falling into line or buying, you know, kind of your classroom culture, then you need to figure out what it is that's going to help them. And you know what? It might go an entire year and they may never buy in. But those are the students that you will learn the most from. And in all honesty, those are the students you will learn the most from. And I think too, you know, I was watching these teachers say these things and post these things, and I really lost a lot of respect for them. I'm not going to lie. I lost a lot of respect, and I was hesitant to talk about this, but I think it's something that needs to be talked about, because I feel like in teaching, it's like a calling, and whether that calling comes when you're 50 years old or you're calling when you are a little kid in school and you're like, I'm going to be a teacher, right? Like, it just comes to you. And I think that teachers, it's not a profession for somebody who is not passionate about it. You have to have that drive, because there are days that are tough. And I mean, you have to have that inner fire for this job, because children are depending on you. And I think, you know, when I was watching these same teachers complaining about their students, all that I could think is, you know, if their student watches this, or their parent watches this, or an ad, they're going to know they're talking about that student. If other students in the class stumble upon like their video, they're going to know which student. Like, kids are not dumb. Parents are not dumb. People are not dumb. I mean, they know when you're talking about them. And I think that this venting on social media has got to stop. It has to. I think you might be going, well, you're venting. I'm not venting. I'm just stating a fact. It needs to stop. It just does, because you are not presenting your best self. And you know what? If you really need suggestions, turn to a teacher or an admin that you admire. If it's somebody on social media, turn to them. I've found nothing but lovely people that when I am, you know, emailing them or talking to them or whatever it may be, they're all about building relationships with students, about doing what is right for their kids, about just being the best that they can be. And those are the people I surround myself with. And I think that a lot of times too, you know, you've got these teachers that are saying this, they're venting, which they really should only be venting in-house. They should not be putting this out there for the world to see. But I think that they also, you know, then say stuff like, I don't even want to be in the classroom anymore. I want to focus on TPT and my YouTube career. Well, if you're not teaching in the classroom, how are you going to sell teaching products or make YouTube videos about teaching? Like, I don't understand the logic there. Or, you know, anybody who hasn't even been teaching 5 years who wants out of the classroom, and this is who people are like looking up to, or, you know, what they want to write, they want to be a mentor or write like a book or, you know, whatever. I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of things come through, and in my head, I think that they just have it mixed up. I think they have their priorities mixed up, because your first priority should be the children. The second priority should be your sanity. You know, I mean, let's be real. And I really feel like what I want people to take away from this video in particular is that you can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. It's a community, right? We're all together in this, but you have to want it, and you have to have your mind in the right place for it. And just know that if you're having a rough year, I don't want to say we've all been there, because maybe we haven't, and every situation is different, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, you guys, I feel like I kind of lost my train of thought there towards the end. I hope this made sense to you guys, and just know you can do it. If you want to, you can. And yes, you're going to have hard days, but your good days will outweigh your hard days. Anyway, up next is the letter Z. All right, and I would love if people would share this video and make guesses for the letter Z. There's only one word I could think of, so we're going to do that one. Now, exciting things that are going on, you guys. My gram is hitting, so follow me on Instagram. And, you know, also too, I don't really use Snapchat, but you can follow me on all my socials. It's always linked down below. And exciting things, I was supposed to have my very first published article come out, but I wrote too much. And so they had to split it into 2 articles. So I haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to come out next week. It's exciting. I've never written like an article that's like published, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I have a couple different things going on. I've got a big trip coming up in the near, far, sometime future. I'm really excited about that, so I'll be vlogging on that. More details to come later. And what else is going on? There was another one. What was it? What was it? Article coming out. Oh, right. Okay. I have a collab video coming out. It's a Secret Santa collab, but my stuff hasn't come yet. I'm kind of getting nervous. I don't have that much time left before I have to like film and upload. So if you're my Secret Santa, hurry up. Let's say. Okay. And then the other one is I have another collab that's going to come out at the beginning of January. And I'm really excited because now that I'm finishing this, I have a new idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start a series of videos, and I'm going to film a video, and then the following day or whatever, usually probably on Mondays, I'm going to have a little live stream so you can practice what I teach. Or if you're a student and you're struggling, you might be interested to check this out because I think it'll help you. They're pretty cool tips and tricks, but I'm not going to tell you any more than that. All right, you guys, so I think that's it. Again, I apologize if this video is not like the highest of quality. I'll try to like jazz it up with like, you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh, my thing keeps turning off on me. It's crazy. Anyway, you guys, I really appreciate that you're here. From the bottom of my heart to yours. Thank you. Bye.